Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cues, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cues with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for 5% back of your order as points towards future.
And we're back, although I think we were back just before that, by the looks of it. Had a conversation off mic, which I think was on mic. change of players, change of maybe mindset, but I am joined by Craig Brown, who's going to talk us through his victory. First of all, congratulations. Never easy playing a mate, certainly not, and even more so playing him for such a large amount in a competition.
Yeah, it's not easy. I honestly don't think that, like, being the friends, I don't think that actually came into it. I might be wrong, but I mean, it's obviously not easy. The tables are tricky as well. Very, very, very slippy and fast tables, so it can make you look a little bit silly at times. I think I can remember that one that I stunned I stunned straight in off early doors. Can you remember that?
Yes.
I tried to get to the rail and it's just a bit like crazy. I was like, wow.
I mean, we were just staying off mic. Yeah, you made a couple of unusual errors, and even more so from your opponent. You must have been surprised to get some of the chances you were getting.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely got more than I expected. What I would say is there's always going to be some mistakes on these tables. I mean, if anyone plays flawless on this, it's probably because they've got road maps. There's definitely, if you've got a little bit of work to do, I mean, you can find trouble anywhere. Like, I'm not saying he's found trouble there, but the tables are that slick. You could end up on the back of the yellow and then you've got to play a shot all of a sudden, you know.
Just so reactive. And I think, you know, if you're not, certainly you won't be used to playing on this cloth unless you play on it at your home table. And it's brand new, and brand new shiny balls as well.
Do you know what? I know I play on the IPA, but I don't really, well, I'm not a big practicer on the blue, to be honest. I generally play on green, and to be fair, it's what I know more. But a brand new cloth's always going to catch you up because they never stay like that for very long anyway. Do you know what I mean? If you came and played on this in 3 days' time, it won't play like this now.
Well, you were just saying to me, because when you approach the table, you actually rub the table a little bit with your glove, and that'll disturb fibres. And by the time you need the break and the table gets redone again, you were saying how different it can be again. So
yeah,
it just changes.
So I felt like I was just starting to get a bit of a rhythm going when we went on the 10-minute break, and I came back, and obviously I mean they've brushed and ironed the table and like completely renewed it, and honestly it felt like not guessing, but like felt like I had to like relearn what I was trying to do again, because obviously if the cloth gets a little bit more roughed up, I think you can play probably a little bit more aggressive, if you know what I mean. I think when it's so slippy, it's a bit more about touch play.
Yeah, and how much control you have. You probably feel like you've got a little bit more once it roughens up a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's so hard to hit a positive shot when you're under it and the cloth's really slick and fast, because it's hard to deliver the cue slow but positive, do you know?
You find that you end up trying to use a little bit less of the white ball, if that makes sense. So
yeah,
if you're playing with topspin, you play a little bit lower because you feel like you're going to get so much out of the cloth.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why every now and again I'll get stuck in the mud, because like I'm looking at it and I know what I want to do kind of thing, but you're second guessing yourself. So you might be playing it in a little bit more of a safe area, for example.
I think overall, yeah, it was a grind. There's no doubt about it. But to you, it doesn't matter. You're in the next round. Job done.
You take the win 100%. I wouldn't say I played bad. I did some really good stuff, but there was definitely too many errors, and I need to find a break tomorrow. I know that much.
I think a little bit of clash of styles tomorrow. I mean, Andrew Patchett, although today he was absolutely rapid, I think his opponent had a lot to do with that. He's playing Pete Fisher, who's actually a very quick
it's never
player.
Going to be a slow game, was it?
And sort of not forced Andrew, because there's no shot clock, but certainly encouraged him to play at a faster pace, and that brought the best out of him.
Yeah.
You're a much more methodical player.
I wouldn't say I am.
Would you not?
I mean, I didn't want to take anything for granted. Obviously, Ryan tends to take his time, which I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. That's his style at the end of the day, and I knew to expect that. But I didn't want to kind of rush my own, because he takes his time, and if I came into the table after I hadn't been at the table for like a good 6-7 minutes or whatever, and then I end up rushing my shots and messing it up, I think there's too much on the line to take things for granted. So I'm trying to play into a rhythm where I was like trying to really decide what I was trying to do, if you know what I mean.
In control of everything, your emotions and what you're doing at the table technically.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make a clear decision, like instead of just rushing. Like, I mean, here's an example. You could go about this a couple of different ways, but you could also end up in trouble. And if you can in the red, I don't know. I mean, this is the table will catch people out in certain areas. I mean, he's played it probably the safest way.
Yeah, very good start by Kristi. I think it was a first visit from him that opened us up in this match. It's same again, race to 18. What time are you on tomorrow? Are you the 2:30?
I think it's 5
o'clock. 5 o'clock. Oh yeah, the end is the 2:30 of the quarterfinal.
I'll just double check now.
Of the last 16, sorry.
Let's have a look.
Matches all weekend at the Prashad. £2,500 a man high roller.
It's actually 5:30. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's be 4 games tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Sorry, there's still first round games tomorrow morning and 2 o'clock tomorrow.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
All should be done after that. Doubles is lead straight away. We said a couple of times just before this competition that this was a match that I think will be very pleasing on the eye to most players. Both players, well, Craig especially, you described him as a fizzer, and Kristi doesn't play many safeties from what I've seen of him either.
No, definitely not. Do you know what I would say as well is if you can get some early visits on this kind of table and actually get your hand on the table, it's worth its weight in gold, I think, because you could end up taking a big lead and your opponent's potentially called and still doesn't actually know how the table's going to react. So,
and I believe that's exactly what happened on table number 2 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jake Dillon Newlove had it all his own
Whoa.
way early doors, and he's now, I think, 15-6 up.
Yeah, I was speaking to Cole over there, and he said that Luke hasn't played on a napped cloth leading up to it, so or something like that, which I can't believe, to be honest, but he's got his work cut out, put it that way, from here. Anyway, 15-6. Jake was breaking huge while we were over there, though.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, what you were saying about getting early touches on the table and feeling comfortable straight away it's just priceless on a table that's foreign for both.
Yeah.
And well, it certainly looks like Kristi has settled early doors.
I mean, you wouldn't think that it's going to be. He's going to have his moments, Craig, surely, but I mean, he could have already created a big hole in the
These two. This is the way they play. The bully, what I call bully players. They want to go at you, and they want to go at you fast. And make you sit in your seat at the start, and make you feel as bad as possible early doors.
I mean, I think these kind of players, the biggest strength is the fact that they're making a decision and then they're down and they do it. Like they're never stewing on anything.
There's no second guessing. They just go with the first instinct. They believe that. I mean, it's an old saying in pool that the first shot he sees the right one, and they just never second guess themselves. It's an advantage. That's not to say it's the right way, though. It's horses for courses. Yeah,
I think the best blend kind of people that can kind of just take that extra second, not slow, but just enough to make sure that they've decided on what they're doing, and then execute like in this kind of rhythm once you've decided.
It's a personal choice and just finding out what works for you personally.
Yeah, definitely.
Finding your own rhythm.
There's not many top guys that play at 1,000 mile an hour, though.
No, you're right there. I think one of them we had to listen to for the last 4 hours before. There is a few more, but yeah, very, very difficult. Because if you do play fast, you are going to miss the right options sometimes.
Yeah, you can shot a fast one in and just lose your cue ball, or pick the wrong decision, and then you're in trouble.
But Kristi Caulfield seems to have made the right decisions in the first three.
Well, I mean, I haven't exactly been studying it, but has Craig even made an error?
I don't think so. We were chatting away on the first frame, but certainly not in the second two, no.
So, has Kristi broken dish two?
It might be three. I wasn't 100% certain on the first one.
So Craig might not have even had a visit in open play yet?
Done anything wrong as of yet.
He's nailed him.
Great break. Superb.
Absolutely nailed him.
You can't hit a break any better than that. And he's got the reward as well.
Yeah, if he's on this yellow straight away, I think these are gone.
And when someone comes out and does that to you in the first three, you've got to make a stand quickly.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the worst thing that he could do here is start going for these yellows, open up this black pocket and make an error. Like, he's going reds.
There's nothing wrong with reds.
Well, I don't like where the black is, though.
True.
Yeah, he's solved.
It's a little bit nicer now.
Yeah. As long as he obviously had a plan, so fair play.
I made the error once of when I first met Craig. I had him down for, one of them players very talented, didn't know so much, and then I spent 20 minutes with him in here doing this and realised the reason he plays so quickly is because he thinks so quickly.
Yeah.
He really does think about the game, though. He's underrated. Haven't seen much of him since becoming a dad. Taking some time away from the table. Did have professional status over at Ultimate Pool. And showing us exactly why. Oh, he's okay.
He's turned up to the party now.
Yeah, looks nice and measured, and 4 frames in about 8 minutes.
Nothing fit. He always looks so relaxed, Craig. I think he just looks like he's like doesn't care.
Yeah, when he's in the right frame of mind. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've seen him in games. I think I did when he played Mikey Tomlinson, and the game just didn't flow. Yeah. And it wasn't anybody's fault, but he looked a little bit more under it then.
Right.
But I think when he's at his best is in events where there's a long race and he can just free the arm. He knows he's going to get in. He knows he's going to fizz at some point, as you put it, and that'll just help him relax. I mean, these guys aren't. He's not young anymore, Craig. He's been around a long time, hasn't he, I suppose?
Tell me about it.
I mean, junior England, and won the Euro and Worlds in juniors, I think.
He's one of them, isn't he? He's got ability coming out of his ears.
He won IPA at amateur events about 8-9 years ago. I'm pretty sure he won 2.
Yeah.
One down in Brighton.
Yeah, he was definitely when I first started playing when I was like 32. Pretty much like properly anyway.
You didn't start playing properly till you were 32, Craig?
Not pool. Not like.
Oh, it's just snooks, yeah?
Well, yeah, I mean, I used to play snooker when I was younger, but I only started playing pool properly when I was like 32. But he was around then.
And how old are you now? 56?
Yeah. I am after that match. What's going on here?
A little bit going on off the table. Nothing to worry about. Just take a little break. We're back when things are sorted. I think Craig is going to stop. If he's not, we'll let him go. If he is going to stop for a few minutes, we'll just take a little minute. Usually, sometimes see players will just come and sit down, but he's still walking around the table. We don't want you to miss any action. Yeah, it's something or nothing.
I wonder what could have even happened there. It's not like it's a critical point of the match or anything.
No, I think it's just something off table that's happened, and the referee's definitely not standing for it. I think, Craig used to play out of the corner exchange, and there's some atmosphere in that place. So quite used to a bit of noise away from the table. Not going to let it distract him.
When you start watching everyone play, it's like no wonder the betting's so wide open, because it's just who's going to do it at the end of the day, isn't it? It's like it's going to be on the day every match almost.
I get asked a lot when I come in for tips and stuff, and I know it's a bit boring, but I just say if you get better than even money, anybody, you're doing all right in this competition.
I mean, look at the way this match has started. I mean, please tell me how you're going to call it. It's going to come down to probably a couple of handful of errors and a couple of dry breaks, maybe, is the way that it started.
Well, Luke Gilbert was tipped quite heavily. Yeah, apart from Aaron, I think he was second favourite, and he's currently 15-8 down, I think.
He's actually giving himself half a chance, I think, if he can take one or two from here. Because I think he was something like 13-2 behind or something like that, wasn't he?
They're flying, them games over there. It's just, from what I've seen so far, the way they're playing it, I'd be amazed to see Jake not come out a winner from where he is.
There's a good example. He's just overscrewed by about a foot and a half. Just the table. I mean, he's not going to miss this. He's too much of a good potter, but just shows you how much you can catch out if he did need to land in an area.
3-2.
Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cues, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cues with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for
First time you've been down here, Craig?
No, I've been down here quite. They did a tour. One was must be about 5-6 years ago. I came to a few of them events, and then I've been here maybe once or twice before. Came to watch Jordan Shepherd against. Oh man, can't remember his name.
I'm going to need a bit more of a clue than that, I'm afraid.
Oh God. Good player. He uses like a knit and needle cue. My brain doesn't help me with names.
Who's he played for money? Was it for money?
Yeah.
He's played Cy-Fitz.
No.
I don't think that was here.
No.
He's played loads of people, hasn't he?
He's
I haven't got Jordan Shepherd's notes on me.
You know, he's like he's got a problem with like his cataract or something. Not cataract. You know, he's like his lens or something. He like looks away and then looks back. Rob Chilton. That's the one.
Yeah. And he does use his cue is. It's like
50,
a child's
52
cue.
inch or something.
It's tiny. My 12-year-old lad uses a bigger cue.
52 inch 4 mil.
Yeah, 4 mil. Yeah. Yeah, how Rob plays. What a fantastic player though, and I know he had, when I commentated over on the tour and Ultimate, he had quite bad problems with his back, I think, right. And was in a lot of pain in some games, and it wasn't surprised not see him at quite a lot of events. But what a player, really, what a player. definitely stood the test of time. And
yeah, he's proper player. Like,
one thing I don't like to name drop, but Mick Hill holds Rob Chilton in the highest of regards.
Yeah.
You know, says all you need to know.
Ooh.
I think he's just okay. Yeah, body language says feels comfortably on his next yellow. Hasn't got much angle though here.
Back in and out between the two reds, I reckon.
It's so much easier in here, Craig. Stay where you are.
Oh, my Jim, it's just reminded me of that shot that I played earlier on. Can you remember the red that was in Bork? And I've screwed back and clipped the yellow and gone it off
in the middle. Well, it's funny you should say that because we just got back and we'd come off, and I saw you lining up the shot, looked away, and then it was a foul, and I was like, what's he done? Has he double hit with the cue ball and followed it in? Or
this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, though, when if I'd have just took an extra second and like really decided what I was trying to do, I wouldn't have done that. But I've shot a little bit of a fast one in, and then
you did play a little bit.
You only need to be a couple of millimetres or a millimetre out with these little white balls, and you're gonna end up in the middle of nowhere.
You're a little bit unlucky, but
your
mistake wasn't as bad as what I thought you'd done.
I was pulling it to the rail. Like, you can't. The worst thing I could have done was cannon the ball. I'd have rather gone straight in off. Little punch.
Well, this is a terrific standard game up to now. All right, he's really over this red, but you just don't feel he's going to miss this at all.
No, they're both playing with, like, no care in the world.
A lot of freedom. This is, I know it's first to 18, but it's being played like a shootout. It really is. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
We'll just flick over to the second table.
Like, I'm trying to like stay away from pumping them, but Jake's absolutely burying them, and he got like 2 or 3 down, so maybe that'll be the answer tomorrow.
Well, not to give you a clue what to do, we don't have any favourites, but Andrew Patchett did exactly the same thing and had good result himself, so maybe that is. Jordan's opinion was, and I'm kind of with him, that because the conditions are that good, you don't really want to hit them 10 out of 10. You just want to pop them.
I actually would agree with him on a new cloth. I think it tends to work against you, but obviously if you're absolutely humping them and you're hitting them well, then the ball's moving around the table is going to be in your favour, surely.
If I do your game tomorrow and you break off at full whack, I know what description I'm going to be using. Certainly in your game, I did say to you just afterwards, we had a chat just off mic, and I did feel strongly that the miss-hit breaks from the pair here resulted in a ball potted and a good layout, and when you hit them cleanly, you just didn't get any results.
Yeah. But I mean, the worst when it starts going like that, I was sat in my chair like thinking, well, I was moving the cue ball, I was trying little bits and bobs here and there. I went to the centre. I know I only give it one go, but maybe I should have changed earlier, but I don't know. I felt I was getting. I don't know if maybe it was on another day. I probably would have got beat, to be fair, because I didn't. It's not like I was affecting the game from my own break, or it didn't feel like I was. Maybe I had like 3 or 4 dishes, maybe if I'm lucky. But
I didn't keep count, but you can check it on score.
I must have had at least 10 dry. Surely, it felt like that anyway.
I'm sure it definitely would have felt like that. I mean, was it you or Ryan that Oh, it was you. You feathered the white on one, was it? Yeah, that was.
Did you see what I moved it like about a little bit to the right just so I could get my cue on the rail a little bit differently. So I kind of reset the cue ball just before I played it, and then I've got down and I mean I do that sometimes. I get really close to the cue ball, to be fair, but I laughed it off, thankfully.
Yeah, you've got to. It's just one of them things that happens to all pool players.
And the miscue as well. Room for improvement.
Yeah,
he's played a nice shot there, really.
I
don't think he could have got much better on it, to be fair.
Yeah, and being thin on this red does him a favour. He just wants to clip it.
Yeah, he's going to hold off the yellow by look where he put his cue there.
Yeah, and that takes the pressure off the shot a little bit if it's just a natural. I think he just needs a bit of bottom just to make sure he cannons. He's missed it there. He did need a bit of bottom. He's potted it thin. Well,
he's on it. He'll just rifle this snick in, won't he?
I'm not sure. He's just below the 8. It's a very, very thin cut. Well, I think you might be right. Eyes on the cue ball if it is the cut. Oh, very good. Obviously a little bit thicker than what it looked on our screens. 3-frame lead once again. We are rattling through this match. 5-2 already.
Making up for lost time.
I'm being nice to you. Being nice. You know, taking a notice. Yeah, okay, not all pools great to watch, but we're not in your position putting £2,500 a match.
Are you saying my game wasn't nice to watch?
No, it definitely wasn't nice to watch, Craig, no.
We'll blame Ryan.
We can't tell any lies. Can't tell any lies. So. I mean, parts of it are enjoy. I mean, I enjoy all pool. I don't get the consensus in pool that if you're a proper pool and Q Sports fan and you don't like watching, and I'm not saying this is you, but very slow, methodical players.
Yeah.
But if you don't like watching that, and some of the best players in the world are methodical, you know, look at, I'm not going to drop names because everyone knows who they are, but if you don't like watching them players, then you're not a proper pool fan because these guys can play at a very high level.
Yeah, I think for the people who actually think about what the other person's doing, like, and actually play and figure out and it can respect the choices and the decisions that they're actually making. Absolutely. I don't think it makes any difference personally. I actually like watching people like Dunster, to be honest. But I mean, in terms of entertainment, obviously, a million miles an hour, it's going to catch people's attention.
This is a Friday night pool game.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect, to be fair.
Random draw, but nice that it worked out this way.
I can remember that shot that I played down the rail, like full length of the table, clipped it down the cushion.
Yes,
that was a nice shot.
Yeah, it was a nice shot. Yeah. Cued that really well. With a load of, you played it with a load of right hand side, left hand side.
Yeah, I thought if I come down here,
keep the white.
Do you know what? I wasn't even going to play the pot until I was like looking more for the cue ball to get. I was thinking I'll get that ball out, and then when I got around there, I thought I can actually play this. Like, I mean, obviously you're probably not expecting to get it.
Safety in mind.
Yeah, and I've
drilled it.
Yeah, I nailed it in the end. They're the kind of ones that hurt your opponent as well, because I think he messed up his finish before he left me. Didn't he? Miss the black, didn't he, in the top right?
You're lucky I remember these because my short-term memories. First question I asked when I got in was, Jack, do you have replays? No, I don't have replays. Something that's definitely coming in the future, though. Sure, yeah. But yes, I do remember that particular shot.
I'm just going to grab a quick drink. Is he already on yellows here?
Mm-hmm.
Throwing it in with side, I'm trying to.
Yeah, just not enough.
Is it sloping table?
Are you not paying attention?
I wasn't, no. He had ball in hand, didn't he? Off the break. He must be Reds, because he wouldn't be taking. He wouldn't be taking this on if it wasn't.
Will that drop? No. Just shows a difference in the model of the tables. You would see that drop elsewhere.
First safety I've ever seen Craig play.
Yeah, he doesn't play many.
Oh, we're there? No. No. Why? He was on the yellow at the left centre. Why did he play the red?
Yeah, I'm with you.
He thinks.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
Lakin's got his
Craig's
wires
question.
crossed.
We might be brought in here for a replay because Kristi's gone to the table.
Oh, the ref shouldn't have grabbed those. He should have came in here to double check first. Because Kristi might not have even made an error.
This isn't good. I mean, I can't replay while I'm in here because it's going to pick it up on the microphone. But yeah, I think it was a foul. I think Craig was right in this situation, but we were both looking away. Kristi potted a yellow just as his play, saying.
Was it not a free ball, Josh? Did he play to open the ball and then potted it afterwards?
Has he given? He's not given loss of frame.
No, I think that they've actually came to an agreement. I mean, I don't take my word for it, but because the referees told Kristi that it was open table, so I'm assuming that they're just going to play this rack from the start again.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. We'll get clarification.
Hang about.
Tell you what, you can get clarification. He can't. He's going to break again. Oh, he's given the frame, Craig. Frame's gone to Craig. Well, Kristi's not in the mood for hanging about, and we're about to see a very hard break.
Did he give the rack
Well,
to Lakin? No?
Lakin's had a lap. We're a little bit confused. I think loss of frame was given.
Kristi, I think
it's become a little bit heated out there. Surely, and the audience are getting involved as well here.
Kristi's took that well. If he has docked him a frame there, because I would have been complaining there. If the referee's told him it's open table and then he's took a ball, and I mean, I guess it's up to Kristi to stay on top of it. But you mean the referee's in charge of the table if he's told you it's open table?
Well, an audience member's getting a talking to here.
I'm still confused if he actually gave him the rack.
The thing is, a referee doesn't have to explain himself to an audience member. He has to explain himself to the players, and that's it.
Yeah, he should just be keeping out of that now.
Well, end of a loss of frame was given, as far as I can see.
I think they should have took an extra 30 seconds there to explain what was going on to everybody, maybe, and actually come to an agreement, because that seems a bit messy situation.
So Kristi's heard one thing, and
yeah,
and
I mean, I'd feel
another.
hard done by if he's told me it's open table and I've took a ball. You've asked the referee for confirmation. I'm assuming that's what happened because I heard him say it. The referee tells you it's open table and then he calls a foul on you when you pot the ball.
Yeah, apologies to everyone watching, but you can only see what we can see, and we can't hear what the ref's saying. So looks like Craig called it. Peter Martin saying, yeah, could be right. He was up out of his seat, Craig. I mean, one thing's for sure, we can't see Kristi at the moment. He's got his back to us, but Craig seems still quite settled, although I bet he's not inside, and it won't have had a good effect on Kristi, I'm sure.
It's a kind of...
and it's kind of what you don't want to see, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely
it's not nice when things like that
I mean,
happen.
at the end of the day, it's up to you to control your emotions, but it's testing his temperament now, which really wasn't... was it his fault? I don't know the word what I'm trying to say. It's like, you've got to be watching the table as well, haven't you? But if you've asked the referee for confirmation because you're not certain and then he tells you one thing...
I'm only, I can only guess here, but I presume that Kristi thought the ref said open table, and he hasn't, and Kristi's got down and potted a ball, so it's deemed a deliberate foul, end of frame.
Yeah,
that's the explanation. That's what I'm guessing from what we've
good.
seen. But I will get it cleared up, and I will find out what happened. But I might not be able to do that until the break, so you'll have to bear with us. Because we can't hear, there's a lot of noise out there, we can't hear what the ref's saying, and it's possible the players didn't hear it either.
He's going to have a horrible half ball, long black here. Oh, what's he doing? He's not pumping it. What's he doing? He's crazy. He's coming round up two here.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
Well, He's going to land still quite awkward on it. He's going to have to play
Watch it. I fancy him for this.
what, off the yellow up into the
No,
corner.
I think he's just going to cut it direct. It would not surprise me one bit.
And will you see a reaction from Craig?
Well, this will hurt Kristi if he buries this after that. It's wafer thin, like.
I don't think it's on off the yellow, so I think you're right. I think he's going to have to play it direct. I don't think he'd need such a fine contact off the yellow. I think he's just going to have to go for this. But like you say,
Shooting off the rail as well, it's hard to generate the pace. I mean,
yeah, he doesn't like this, and I don't blame him. It's just a couple of inches too far. Stops a couple of inches short. The shot's on. It's thin, but it's not this thin.
I think I don't know. I think it was tough to land in a better spot than what the bottom right-hand corner of the table was offering you. No.
Yeah, he's tried to play it off the yellow.
This will settle Kristi back down after that well, I'm calling it an injustice. He'll feel like it was an injustice, so that'll help him settle back down if he takes these out.
Thanks for your comments. You could probably hear if the ref said anything better than we can. Evening, Phil. Let's just move on.
Yeah, I'll just clear that up quickly, Phil. I think Kristi seemed to go to Craig after he'd played the shot, saying that the ref had told him that it was open table, but we don't know if that actually was the case or whether he'd misheard.
On the other table, I can confirm that Jake Dylan Newlove is up on the hill, 17 frames to 9.
That that rack where he ended up tying them 3 yellows up on the bottom cushion. That would have been that he would have went 16-10. That was a big frame. And
Jake has just completed victory. So hard lines to Luke Gilbert. Tip from many people, but he's fell at the first hurdle against a great performance. What a player. Can't help but be impressed.
Top amateur Jake.
Yeah.
For 30 seasons.
Yeah, I think Jordan was saying the same. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Janet. We're just a few seconds behind.
Oh, he's left the Ryan Clark half balling off. Commentator's eye.
Yeah, where did we see that one before?
I hope Ryan's not watching.
The mood in the room has definitely changed since that little incident. Five, 4. Craig, thanks very much for your time.
No
We're going to get off.
Thanks for having me.
Best of luck tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers. Get myself to bed.
So we swapped Craig out and we've got Jordan in, and for those that were interested, he was in the arena, so he's about to tell us what happened.
So, from what I can see, Kristi's potted a yellow and then missed. Lakin's played the red, rattled it, and then Kristi's asked the ref if he was open table. Ref has said yeah, and then Kristi's played the red, but because he was on yellows, he's give frame away, but I've never ever seen that before. Obviously, ref's word is final in it, but like as a player, I think you know if you're on yellows or reds, you know. So I've generally never ever seen that before. So I don't know what the rule is.
If you don't know, I definitely don't know. Very unusual, and let's just hope it doesn't affect Kristi for too much further in this game.
It does seem very harsh, but like as a player, you do know if you are. Obviously, when you pot a yellow, you know your yellows, you know. So,
I suppose an elongated version of that would be with this rule set. If you get a free visit, pot a ball, then foul, then your opposition does the same, and then you do the same again. It's still an open table.
Well, where does it stop?
It gets very confusing.
Yeah.
I've definitely done that myself quite a few years ago and forgotten that part of the rule set.
After the butcher's little demolition job.
That is how many finishes from the break? Oh. I think he had something like 7 or 8 finishes in 18 that he won. A fantastic performance. So it's taken 10 frames. It looks like we're going to get more than 2 visits apiece in a game. Don't want it affecting Kristi for too long, like we said, but difficult player to read because he is quite aggressive around the table. And always very, very pumped. Very unfortunate there. Right, how long is it going to take Mr. Lakin to mop these up? Jumped up there, a bit surprised by the reaction of the cue ball maybe, but absolutely fine. Yeah, Lee Shepherd saying mega impressed by the butcher's performance. Definitely the performance of Friday thus far. A surprising scoreline for everybody. Even if you thought Jake was favourite going into that game, you wouldn't have suspected a performance and a result like that. Throw this in, coming round just to check. It goes to the bottom left. If you can push through, play it to the centre. Corner must pass the 8 ball with ease. Well, considering he's been out of the game for quite a while, had quite a bit of a break, came in before, said he's been playing a couple of months. Looks in fine fettle, does Mr. Lakin. There's not many better sights than a Lakin in fine form. It's going to be parity after 10. Set up nicely.
Oh, you my cousin? No, you wasn't.
5-all. Be interesting to. Right. Just been told, informed.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Finn. Just messaged in with the ruling. The F word isn't final. Player's responsibility to know. So it's a deliberate foul end of frame, which is exactly what happened. I'm not sure I like it when Nick talks sense. Well, thank you very much anyway, and hopefully we can just move on from that and enjoy the rest of this game.
Yeah, it's done now, innit?
Yeah.
Long old game to 18, like. Just seems to be going like a touch awkward in a few shots.
Yeah, I mean, the pace in the first 8 was absolutely rapid.
Yeah, it was good.
It was always going to slow up a little bit.
What did Craig have to say? Obviously after his match.
He thought he played quite well and wasn't aware of. He certainly wasn't aware of
How slow
it was. Yeah, I did refer to him, as a methodical player. He said, "No, I'm not usually." And he probably isn't. I have watched him play a little bit before, but you're not aware of it when you're out there.
No.
So you've got to give players a little bit of grace, especially when they come in. And, he didn't think that playing a friend had any factor in the performances from either player.
Fair enough.
I think maybe you were right in your conclusion that, ring rust from Ryan certainly played a part.
Definitely.
Some mistakes in either, but he remembered that one he drilled down the rail with a load aside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one of them shots you will remember. Ooh.
No, he definitely played the better pool for me.
Oh, the better player won for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Doesn't want to be
bang straight.
No, he really doesn't.
I think he'd cheat this though, can't he? Push through unless the red drops in the middle.
Yeah, he's delicate to middle, but if he's perfectly straight, I wouldn't want to force this. Just give yourself a shot. It is a mistake, but it's a very little one.
Yeah, well, he landed literally in the only place he doesn't want to be. I think you can force through me and just manipulate the white and get where you play the red in the bottom left. Right, Gav? Right, pal?
Yeah.
The problem is that you can't dead weight it because he has to, unless the 8 goes in the corner. I can't tell if it goes.
Yeah,
I'm assuming he goes past the yellow.
Yeah, he does.
They must do the way you just checked up there, but yeah. Sure.
Very good.
Nice. Good finish.
Gav Robinson.
Philip.
In action tomorrow.
Next year's your time to shine, Philip. Mid-level becomes a back. Good finish. And, I think all of the bit of drama that's happened prior is done now.
Hope so. Inside and outside of the arena.
Lakin's coming in looking for something. I don't know what he's after. What's up? I don't know what's going on here. Is it clearing the table or something behind?
I'm not sure.
Lakin to break. Connected well with them, didn't he?
Both have been breaking superbly thus far.
That's always been Lakin's Achilles heel for me, his break. Obviously, me and Craig go back a long time, and I've always told him his break's rubbish. He just can't break the balls, you know. But good to see him using the break cue. He hit I hadn't seen a few of the breaks, but that he hit them good. Nah, these are dot to dots now.
The contrast in the two matches has been incredible.
Yeah.
Just the chances off the break as well. Certainly not just down to the players playing, it's just the chances available.
Yeah.
We've only had sort of one game so far that's had a couple of visits. It's been great
Good
to
standard.
watch. And it's what we've been expecting.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you don't always get that.
The go-to break cues. I've got these these tailor-made break cues which are very good, with a Horo tip on them. So if you ever need any, 120 quid delivered.
Never miss an opportunity.
No. Them Horo break tips are the nuts. They are very good. So yeah, if you want one of them, just message me on Facebook. Normally next day delivery, but it's a bank holiday weekend, so I can get you it by Tuesday.
Personally deliver it within 35 miles, won't you?
No, I won't go that far. Like.
Sign it.
I wouldn't want to devalue it.
When we come in last month and my mate asked for a picture, he didn't get the end of it on the way home. Constant.
You what, pal?
When my mate asked for a picture when we come in a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
My mate asked you for a picture
Yeah.
and didn't let him forget that for a bit.
I don't know why they want a picture of me. They normally stick it on the fireplace. Oh, that was a quick one.
Yeah, and look where the cue ball is as well. You have to say,
He just chucked the belt in there, didn't he?
I think that's the first. I mean, there's been slight errors where they've overrun, but they're that good of a potters that they've just.
Yeah, they both pot
you know,
everything.
But that's the first real big
Bad
error.
un.
That. Yeah.
Craig's telling me he doesn't really drink anymore.
All you pool players.
I think we're all going backwards.
Well, I think it's just something that naturally happens when you get older, especially when you push it to extreme, like a lot of us have.
It's just obviously the money on offer, innit? Obviously, I would have been a bit worried if he said, "Oh yeah, I'm having a session playing." I think Craig's put himself in the event as well, so obviously, massive respect to him.
No backers. No backers, as far as you know.
Nah, no backers. Oh, that's a bad one. That shouldn't go in, probably. Jordan Trotter.
Very good, Tommy D.
No, must be on about a different person.
Yeah, your cue whacking days were
Long gone.
long gone. You can definitely tell it's Friday night.
Yeah. Ref job though to get the crowd under order, innit?
Oh, what a job he's done. He's had quite a bit on in the first hour and a little bit of this match. And
You had a grueler before.
yeah, to deal with a couple of incidences in the audience. And
I'd rather be in Cornish's shoes.
one job I definitely never want to do.
Ref.
It's funny because we, when I've been on tours, the refs speak to the comms quite a lot, and we just both agree that we just don't want to do each other's jobs at all. It's different ends of the spectrum.
I'm not shy in voicing my opinion if I feel the refs had a bad game.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never noticed.
No. Last weekend was one of them. But it's tough.
No problems here on yellows. I think the yellow does pass up the table, top left.
You're going reds, though, isn't he?
He is going red, nudging everything into play with a first shot.
Needs to get these gone after the mistake last frame. That was a bad one.
Well, in the last game that we did, a 4-frame gap didn't seem that massive, but in a game like this, even a 2-frame one does.
Yeah. They both look, bar that one shot, obviously last frame, they both look pretty sharp. Yes, sir.
He never has minded spinning that cue ball around.
No. Probably a bit too much sometimes, I think.
Plays an awful lot of touch and feel, though. And he's
Yeah.
obviously feeling good.
He must be warming that jumper, though.
Nothing to do with the cue ball, but definitely not.
Shot.
Wasn't the plan of attack. But
Shot.
worked out very well. Look how much that's come off the side cushion. I bet he thought he was never getting to get even close to it. 7-6. Craig to break.
Yeah, we
Is that true? From
yeah,
Phil?
me and Hibbert done a deal or something, but I had to get a train. I didn't fancy being stuck in Leeds, so just went hell for leather.
And you didn't get him, or you did?
Can't remember. I got beat, but evening, Craig. Another machine.
Flirted with a middle pocket, but just look at the movement.
Yeah. And this is what I was saying about the match previous. You know, with giving him some. I felt when Craig was side breaking, he weren't getting any second runners.
Losing a lot of action.
Like you watch someone like Whelan break, or Cousins is an extreme example, but Whelan breaks and he gets like the amount of times you think he's going to go dry, but he'll have 3 or 4 running around the table, and they find their way in, you know. Yeah, I remember Phil, pal. Thanks for the lift.
Well, it's a statement of the obvious, I know, but the more you get the balls moving, the more chance you got of batting one, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, it's just first physics stuff. And you believe these two boys can just keep this up for another hour and a half, no
Right, Dazza
problem.
boy. All good, pal. Are you coming through to watch? Dazza there. Darren, you don't really miss an event. Always watches everything we have. Yeah, you're not wrong, Janet. Where's your son anyway? Because he's tucked me up good and proper, yeah. Not that I mind commentating on this match.
Who?
Janet, Ricky's ma.
Ah, right, okay. Oh, right, makes sense, yeah.
Senorita Pig.
You are brave.
Yeah, he's back, Janet. Yeah, he's doing something other side of the club. This is the 4th match in it. So Craig Brown beat Ryan Clark 18-11.
Yeah.
Jake beat
Gilbert
18-9, and Patrick beat Fisher
Patrick beat Fisher.
18-13 or 13 when I think.
13,
He had a chance to go 14, didn't he? Right, Flanders. Nah, he's done an unbelievable job, and he really getting all this together. Ricky does a lot of stuff on his own. He's one of the best money collectors I've ever known. Pestering. You don't let him slip until they pay the money, and then that's the lot. I think they pay in the end just to shut him up. But it is hard action getting it. Oh no,
It's not a job you want to be doing.
not really. I don't know what's worse, reffing or commentating or collecting the money in for the tournaments.
Oh, this is definitely the easiest of the lot. I would
Yeah,
say.
Hibbert's break ain't bad, ain't not too shabby.
There's a lot of breaks that get, batted around as being the best. When you're hard pressed to go, Tom and
Tom
and Jack.
Tom
Jack
pi-
for
pinballs,
accuracy.
underneath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whelan's the best, I think, at bringing it back.
But Hibbert's is up there, and if you're just going for raw power, there's quite a few. John Rowe, absolutely massive break.
Yeah, Daryl, me and Big Dave Vine. Well, little less big now. 2 stone down.
Thanks, pal.
My old pal.
Still round. Ooh,
Biggest regret.
It's going to turn into a Jordan interview, this.
Nah, I don't really concentrate on these boys.
Nah, go on, we'll have that one. That's a good one.
Biggest regret.
In pool, though.
Not taking it seriously properly for long enough. First 15 years, what am I, 34? Took it seriously probably for the last 3 years. So, but even then I was dabbling in other sports, wherever.
Fancy Alan to that one, Daryl. There was a bar set on the top, which was Aaron Davies and arguably Luke. They were certainly the 2 favourites, and there was no bottom bar. Thank you, Nick.
They call Dave. They call Marshy Mini Dave. Yeah, but 5 of them, Sean.
Kind of opened myself up for that years ago when he won the Worlds. Had a picture with him. I had hair then,
Yeah.
and I lost my hair.
One of the best ones I've seen of Marshall is when they've got like that gimp suit on him,
Right.
and someone has just stuck like an IPA badge on it.
Yeah, I've
years,
seen that.
years ago, that brilliant.
I don't know the video of. Was it you 2 having a sprint? Or was it you?
No,
2?
that was me and Callow. That
Yeah, you and Cal. He was there, wasn't he, in the background?
he shared it the other day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has, Sean.
Yeah, 5 of them. Sometimes you don't like. You're saying you got the biggest break, but tables playing like this, you don't need to sledgehammer them.
No, you really don't.
Just get the power through the pack.
I actually think
Too much power.
when you've got a table that's playing as well as this, the best break and most consistent is probably Boyle,
Right, Sean?
because he just never
but-
ever goes in off.
Yeah, but that's just raw power, even the side break. I don't know
that's
how.
beautiful. Just pop them up and down with a cue ball.
You can't ask for no better. Because you just leave.
I mean, it would. It's very childish, but we would like to just see who does hit them the hardest, because
Yeah.
we're all children at the end of the day.
When we had the Clash of the Titans at Essex end of last year, there was a speed gun there, and
And what was the toss? Because they did it in America, didn't they? I remember watching, I think it was one of Boys' videos where he'd done
Yeah.
on the outside, and you struggled to get over sort of 38,
I
39
can't remember.
mile an hour.
I can't remember what the.
Speed.
I
Just
don't know about
okay.
that. I would have rather gone Reds there myself.
Yeah, this is awkward.
Yeah.
He's available for coaching, Darryl.
Every cue's different there. But yeah, like Dave says, the coaching is available in Club Power. Oh, White.
Had to commit.
Big frame.
Going in off probably doesn't make too much difference. He probably would have felt it was end of frame either way, so don't blame it.
Matthew Holland. What a blast from the past.
Started playing when he was about 12, I think, Hassan. Probably younger.
First tournament I played was a week before my 14th birthday. First proper tournament. Has Kristi just put... Oh, no. Kristi's put the white...
In the middle of the table?
Yeah. Oh, my word, that's another one I've never seen.
Oh, that's been done plenty, I'm sure.
Not a Blackball.
Well, no, I'm not legally
because
Blackball. I'm sure some
he's
people
ball
have
in
done.
hand wherever you want, but he's put ball in hand and then played the free shot.
Ah, okay.
So that's frame away again. Because he's deliberately not played his ball. But what the...
I mean, we've just done everything in this game. When both players just play at 1,000 mile an hour, I suppose you just get mistakes like this because they're just not thinking clearly.
Oh my word!
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, Darryl, if you're in the obviously if you can get to the club, then yeah, we can always sort something. Just message me on Facebook. Obviously, the frame away is not going to matter because Craig's got them. But like, if he didn't get them, and then Kristi comes back to the table, where do you like leave yourself then?
Nicely on this last yellow as
This
well.
is mad.
Do you think that what we've seen so far? I mean, Kristi does play fast. Do you think he's playing a little bit faster than he usually does because he's playing Craig?
Lakin plays faster, doesn't he?
Lakin's at his natural tempo, no doubt about that. I mean, Kristi's fast, but he just seems to be a little bit quick.
Mm.
Well, a little bit of a turnaround.
Definitely.
Surrey. Who have you got down there?
Bit far.
Yeah, it's a bit far for you. Who have we got down there, though? That way.
Sorry. You're looking at, like, the London lads in here, really.
Yeah, I mean, Dan Davies, Berkshire, isn't he?
Reading.
Reading, yeah.
I think they're playing prison rules, to be honest. Yeah, we did mention earlier, Yasser, about the rule being a... Oh, he's gone to the side break and then being wedged.
Yeah, I want to look at the cue ball.
No, it's Blackball rules. It is definitely Blackball rules.
Yeah, we're playing Blackball rules, but...
Kristi's playing whatever rules he wants, but it is Blackball. Oh, he's been unlucky there.
Yeah, and how much exposure has Kristi had to Blackball rules?
Played all his life.
Oh, no excuses then.
He's played all three, Kristi. Well, it was. He lost the frame, Nick, so I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, Luke, I'm with you, but I think it's possible. I really do.
They think it's 2005 again, when they're both 15.
Yeah. I don't see Lakin slowing up at all. I'm no Kristi. I don't think the pace is going to change. I think this is it.
If anything, I think he's more likely to play his B game. Craig obviously just wants to blast, which is obviously fine.
No.
High.
Pushed the boat out. Saw the flashing lights are going 3 in front. I'm sure. Oh, he's not going to change his tactics after 16 frames.
No. Right, Sabine. Yeah, definitely, Lewis. It's definitely interesting watch. Could do these matches all day.
Absolutely.
You'd be ready for bed now, Dave, wouldn't you? Long day like today.
nowadays, mate, you know, being so old, I'm usually well asleep by now.
Yeah, but
I'm up at 6:30 every day.
Who
Brain
wins this
doesn't sleep.
tournament?
How things change.
Tell you on Sunday night, pal. Politicians answer.
Well, our bookies' favourite still to play. Plays tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes with that tag. Because, no offence to Aaron, but like, obviously every tournament he plays, well, like the big tournaments, you know, he wouldn't be like a bottom end with the bookies, but
He wouldn't be favourite, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I was trying to be
yeah, he was trying to
a
be
bit cute with it, but
I think that's fair enough. Someone's got to be favourite pre. Excellent.
no,
Yeah.
it's it all depends if you buy Ricky enough beers or not to get you in, and clearly these boys have bought enough beers, so they're in. Who's my money on? Whoever wins it, kid. Kristi just nipped for a toilet break, I think, or yeah, toilet break. Back in a couple of minutes.
You are being very politically correct.
It's
'Cause
tough
I know you- I
to
know
pick
you've
a winner, though,
had-
innit? Like, you know.
Very. I will say there was plenty of value.
Yeah.
There really was.
Obviously, Barley and Aaron Davis gave me good match tomorrow. Who play? Let's have a look. Who plays tomorrow?
Dom Cooney and Gav.
Yeah, another coin flip match.
They're the 2 in the morning.
Yeah, then you got. I can't even remember. Long day today.
Patchett.
No, but
He'll
there's
be on after.
let's have a look at it. Let's have a look, Big Dave. 10 to 12.
Not so sure there, Callum, to be honest with you.
He was Cope Tomlinson.
Yeah,
That's
very
it.
good, thanks, Sean, yeah. I think them two are going to play for
So
a little bit more than what's on offer tomorrow.
yeah, they
I
played the
saw
following
them.
week, didn't they?
Yeah.
So Craig Brown 18-11, Patchett 18-13, 9-8 to these two. Winner of this match plays Jake Newlove, who beat Luke Gilbert 18-9.
What a match.
Then the bottom half of the draw is Michael Tomlinson, Kyle Cope, Aaron Davis, Tom Barley. They play each other, and then Michael Rhodes, Jason Waters, and then Dom Cooney against Gab Robinson. So 10:30 for the first two matches. But
You're now joined by Cole Bedford, Chaos.
What has he done to me, Shappy?
He's got to go give his missus his vape. It's
Oh,
only
dear.
fair. It's 9-8 to Craig Lakin in a race to 18.
And
Tell you-
what time did you get here, Cole?
What day did I
what
get
day
here?
did you get here?
I got here
Thursday.
on Friday.
Right, that is today, yeah.
I got here at around 6 o'clock. I went and had some food with Luke. Had a couple of drinks. Luke got pumped. Had a few more drinks. And here I am.
Loving life.
Yeah. Why aren't I playing? Because I'm rubbish and I'm nowhere near as good enough to get in this event. That's why. To be honest, to Daryl Jeeves. Yeah. What's the match been like so far?
Awesome.
Yeah, I was going to
Just
say every
brilliant.
frame I've watched has been very good.
Yeah, I think this is one of only 3 frames we've had multiple visits in. It's been
Yeah.
fantastic standard.
I said the previous match took about 6 hours.
Yeah, it was 5.5 hours the last one.
Fi-
Yeah, it's some.
And I said
beast.
that they played. What was it? 29 frames in 5.5 hours. If you gave these two 5.5 hours, they'd probably play
Yeah, first
290 frames.
Yeah.
So
It's just styles, isn't it?
yeah. Styles make games, as they say. Sean Ash. Yeah. Yes, I have, thank you.
Sure, you carry a few spares nowadays.
Yeah. I got bashed about by Jaden, that's a lie. I'm not even answering, we're commentating on a big game here. We don't need idiots in the chat, thank you.
No, we've got enough in the box.
Yeah. Why do I sound like I've got a really bad lisp with this headset on? It's not ideal. Wow,
Yeah,
Kristi.
fans are in, Cole.
Oh, I love it.
How you
Lincoln
feeling,
Goodwin blocked. I hope you are blocked with a name like that. Should be 9-all in a minute. Bit of work for Kristi, but
Don't know, these aren't a
What?
given.
yeah, I thought he'd just leave the red up the rail, but he's going into it. Oh, brilliant shot.
Definitely fully committed.
Have you had a good day so far?
Awesome, mate.
I've
Hard
missed
work the
you on-
first game.
I've
You
missed
me.
you on comms, honestly.
Yeah, I've not done it for quite a while, you
Makes
know.
me emotional at the ultimate when I get there and you're not there.
Oh, thank you very much, mate.
Ruins my. That's why I'm not on it next year.
Are you not doing it? No.
Nothing to do with the £4 million a year you have to pay.
You're not bothering?
Nah.
Where are you
Alright.
going? Are you going over the other side?
I'm going to the dark side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the amateur. I've got a new job. That's
yeah.
why.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So I've got a new job, and I just said I'm not playing the ultimate, paying for. Well, I'm gonna have to pay. Even if I get £3,000 sponsorship, I'm gonna have to pay £3,000 out my own pocket. So yeah, no point.
That is a lot.
And
What an excellent shot by Kristi. That
brilliant shot. And I was talking about it with Lakin earlier, and he was in agreement. I think he said if next year he'll do a couple of one-off IPAs. Ooh, that wasn't the best shot by Kristi, but
I thought he was
should
just going to
still be
run
okay.
through, but
yeah, little bit thin on the black. He
Oh,
shouldn't
he's
miss it, obviously, but
yeah, no
yeah,
problem.
there we go, 9-all.
What a pace this is going on. That's interesting, that Cole. Coming off.
Yeah, it's just not for me anymore. Nothing to do with the actual tournament itself, it's just the money.
Yeah, enjoy it. Oh, it's moving into Ultimate next year, going into arenas. Since you've arrived, it's been chaos in here. You
Yeah, I know. Look
at
look at all the comments. No, ultimate. I can't breathe. Jesus, hay fever's playing up bad today. No, the ultimate's going in the right direction, I think personally. But for me personally, with my new job and things like that, I just can't guarantee commitment to it. So yeah, change for me, and then I'll play the Challenger in 2026 with any luck. I'll definitely never go pro on the IPA, that's for sure. You'd have to be an idiot to go pro on the IPA. When you got people like Scott Anderson and Jason Hill in the top 16, you know it's not a very good tour.
And the chat will go off.
Did I say that out loud? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh no. Yeah, but
It's already done now, pal. It's
yeah,
there forever.
I meant it, and yeah, I'm not taking it back.
You know what?
Lakin is talking to a man who is. Oh, there's not a side camera.
We're going to take a break, Cole.
Oh,
Gonna
well,
take a
there's a
break.
man who is 70 foot. He looks like Andre the Giant stood next to Lakin. That's the only way
He's
I
a
can
big lad,
describe
isn't
it.
he? He's a big lad. We'll be back in around 10 minutes. We're just going to go and get, well, supposed to be getting Cole a coffee, but it's not. It's just going to be another beer. We'll get him back on, don't worry.
Thank you very much. Love you all.
Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cues, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cues with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for 5% back of your order as points towards future orders.
Right, we are back. I have just...
This is...
I've just missed that. What's just happened there? I've only
That's
just
gone in the
walked in
corner.
and I've missed it. And he's putting the black card here. Well, Jordan is back. Cole dropping bombs and leaving.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's just calling out players, saying not a very good tour because this player and this other player on it. Have to get him. Just causing chaos, as we come to expect. You won't want to change him, though.
Big Matt from Chad. Certainly quieted off in the club, though.
Well, it's just gone midnight. What time do you serve till?
Until the last one walks out, really.
The breaking
Definitely
just
breaking
continues.
better, isn't he? I've never known him break this well before.
He's found something, hasn't he?
Yeah. Right, Joe. Long time no speak, buddy.
Reds.
Matt Holland. What a man. You might not know Matt, but...
Just come round, see if the red in the breaking area goes. Looks tight from where we are. Starting off with the plant. Well, in terms of all the controversy in the first half of this match, I can tell you there's certainly none between the players.
No, they've all been
Yeah.
sound as you'd expect from these two.
All the comments are asking for Cole Bedford back.
I think Cole's had a few sherbets.
Absolutely.
He's vibing. Huh?
Can't get on commentary, so he's now going to come on the chat to entertain you all, I'm sure.
Who said that?
You're a naughty lad, Cole. That mouth will get you in trouble.
Join the commentary, boys.
That lisp will get you burnt one day.
Tell Jason Hill I'll sell my kidneys playing.
He's cracked, isn't he?
Yeah. It's great, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect him to be any different.
No. I don't like playing him, I know. He gives me anxiety, that kid.
He's from our...
Oh, no way.
no.
How much does he zip that? 2 cushions in the middle?
Yeah. It's on.
Yeah, the cushions... Obviously, these are like... I don't think you can get any better conditions, really, than what these are playing now, but... You'll see Craig there slapping the cushion. As if to say, like... you slid a bit on me, but... If you'd have rolled it in dead weight and just left a little chop, not dead weight, but roll it in, leave a little chop back black, you only got to get close to the black, really. Yeah, you're looking at the middle. I actually fancy him to go closer.
Yeah. The second yellow's a little bit of a guide.
Yeah. Get it past that kind of thing.
Get it past that second
Beat
yellow.
the yellow.
Well, you missed the first one, you missed the second one, I suppose, but he's going to go very close here.
There's potential to, if he hits it bad, it could go in this middle.
If he hits it very bad,
Yeah.
could end up. But it's not called a cocked hat if it goes in there.
I don't know what this is called.
I mean, you've got to miss it near jaw if you're going to miss it. Yeah,
It's up
it
top.
didn't clear the
It's up the
second.
top.
Oh no! Oh my!
I don't think he played that in that corner, but
You think? Clipped off the not even a smile, not even an eyebrow was
he's
raised.
going to break. That's how excited he is.
It's just he looks really
Christie's
focused.
break, innit? It's not Craig's break. Craig broke them.
Well, is Kristi just going to let him break?
No, I'm willing to. I'm sure it's.
Or the referee might announce it.
Nah, it's Christie's break. Kristi knows he stood up. Because I commented how well he hit the break.
He's realised. got a little bit of a smile eventually.
He never even stuck the little paw up. I fluked one the other day against Scott Pope and done the same thing. I just walked back to my chair because I was fuming.
What's your view on the apologies? Because you don't mean it, do you? I think it's nice to acknowledge it, but it's not needed. Nobody's ever sorry.
Ricky Jones special. Hassan is right. Hassan is right. Ricky is one of the luckiest players you will ever meet. And he just laughs when he gets lucky. Brilliant. Yeah.
I think just forget about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody knows what's
you
happening.
know, like, obviously, you play a lot of poker. And you know when someone, they play the hand terrible and then they get away with it. And they always say sorry. They go, sorry, mate, sorry.
It winds you up even more, doesn't it?
I'd rather him say nothing.
Yeah. Just let me stew in my own self-pity.
Thanks for being a clown. Well done, well played. Don't come back.
No, do come back.
Well, I do come back, but you know what I mean. Don't come back with your apologies, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's our game's obviously different in that respect, like, but.
Yeah, it's just manners. That's all it is. That's all it should be as well.
Tell you something. The Americans don't say sorry.
I bet they don't.
No.
They rub it in a bit more.
They're a bit like they laugh about it and that, which is obviously quite hilarious.
Snooker's snooker's worse. Put your hand up, then make a ton.
Yeah.
That happens here, doesn't it?
I think it's more brutal when a player say like they'll get lucky, not fluke a ball, but they'll play a bad shot or something and then land plumb where they didn't mean to, kind of thing, and then that annoys me more than a fluke. A fluke you can swallow, but when it like, nah, I don't know. I don't want to give all my secrets away.
Do you ever use that sort of stuff because you know it's going to wind the opponent up, depending on who it is?
Yeah,
if you know it's going to wind them up.
But in general, like playing wise, obviously, there is a lot of sharking that goes on in our game. I'll not name no names, but there are people who move in the chair, who shouldn't be, who do stuff they shouldn't be doing, you know. But in terms of that, obviously, like it's all.
It's really good. That's a good shot.
Clever, very clever, yeah. But a lot of it is like it's a battle in against the other guy or woman or whatever. It's you against them. So if you can get a little edge without cheating, then
it's where the line gets drawn, I suppose.
Yeah, but if you get a fluke and you know it's going to wind the other guy up, then
don't apologise.
The hand's staying down, innit?
Well, Craig didn't realise it. There's a lot of money on the line, though, so you can't blame him. He raised his eyebrow to us, though.
No.
And he's ahead.
No, Hassan.
Absolutely not.
I've got in enough trouble lately, pal, so we'll leave that one.
I probably may advise just, if you want to know within the inbox in Cole Bedford. He seems in the mood to tell anybody
that's right,
anything.
Just inbox Cole.
Yeah.
Great shout. Cheers, Dave. Pal.
And now this time he does get to break.
Now then.
That was the first time. Yeah, I think the bottom ball just rolled off ever so slightly then.
Probably first time he's ever done that in his life.
Well, you're going to notice that, aren't you?
Yeah.
As soon as you get down, you just see it popping out a little bit.
Yeah. Been a good first day though. The Ricky should have shut the door a bit harder there, but
yeah.
Oh, is that last ball rolling, or did he get one already? Oh, he's got a nice finish again.
Yeah, he'd already. Oh no, I think you're right. Yeah. I mean, just they're open every time, aren't they?
But he's hitting them great.
He is hitting them down, keeping the tip down as well. One thing I've spoken about quite at length is drilling through the park and keeping the tip down. It's what the best breakers in the world do.
Potts is unbelievable at doing that.
Yeah, well, he overemphasises it with the bendy cue.
Yeah.
But it does kind of prove your point that it does create the most power through the pack. And Craig has definitely been a tip lifter.
Yeah.
In the past, up in the air, and you just lose so much power through the pack.
Yeah, changing the pockets a beauty. Choking the cues, my pet hate. I find it so disrespectful. People playing with a towel when like you run out of position slightly and they'll start like wiping the cue down when they know any of the table. Standing up is like should be banned.
I've seen it where this game's gone on that have been maybe not the biggest of games, but you know, and a player will get up from his seat and move along and sit in the opponent's seat. I've seen that, and I think that's really, really bad as well. I'm not going to mention names, but
So you mean if Craig was say sat in this bag here?
no, not when they're just behind. Not to do it out of respect to like say I'm in the line of the shot. They've just got up and
just
casually wandered over.
just
and
take the mick?
Yeah. It's just.
Fair.
I've seen all sorts.
That's a new one.
I think the best thing to do, and Jordan will tell you better than I, but just stay still. If you stay still, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when you move, it actually creates more drama for the shot, and the guys that have been in the played in arena and under pressure a lot, they know that because if you're the guy at the table, you have to delay another few seconds for you to move and then stand still. So just stay still.
Yeah. Like in a spot like this where you can't really see on stream, but the seats are quite set back, so you've no real reason really to move.
Yeah, we're going to speak to Jack, see if we can get that arena extended and put the seats at the top. We want to see the players, don't we?
Oh yeah. It's a gear here, a little fist pump off Craig then. A bit early, I think. But
he's
obviously pumped and he feels good.
Both players have played an outstanding standard thus far, and Kristi 2 mistakes, Craig 1 is what I've got written down, and they're not massive.
What about the? No,
Don't ask me to explain each one.
Hassan, we've had this, brother. We don't talk about dogs in this commentary room, pal. We're a fish only company. Tell you something, if Lakin was a cat, he'd be prowling.
Yeah.
Or purring, whatever you'd call it.
If it was a dog, it'd be a Yorkshire Terrier.
What, because he's a little rat? Oh, we give that some pepper,
Oh
innit?
yeah, he put a bit extra.
Put a bit of shoulder into that one.
Yeah.
Also, a big shout out to Bobby Patel at Prashad. Fair play to you. Sponsoring the event.
Yeah, it wouldn't be possible without.
A lot of these events don't happen without like the sponsorships and stuff. And we are looking for a headline. I know it's a bit late in the day now, but we are looking for a headline sponsor for our event on 6th to the 8th of September. If anyone is interested, this is a bit of shameless advertising, but I think I might pop this one in again tomorrow.
Needs must. See you at 10:30.
Yeah, I'll be back and ready, and there is spaces available in the comp as well. I think there's 7 spots left, maybe 7 or 8, something like that. Try getting Big Dave to play, but I think he's a bit scared or something. So
It's not that. It's just having 0 Q action or talent.
Tommy, why don't you play in this tournament we're having, mate? 6th to the 8th. If everyone wants to look on mine or Ricky's Facebook or whatever, it's all on there. And it will be a great weekend. Get this club back to where we know where it can be.
Kristi Caulfield making these look very easy.
Yeah, as he does. They both do, to be fair. They're very easy on the eye.
Yeah, didn't force that, just accepted that the cue ball was going to be an awkward position for his last one, but it's right over the pocket, nothing to do here. Cause any issues. That doesn't do him any harm.
No, he's alright, isn't he?
It's been that good of a match so far that we haven't even noticed it's nearly 12:30.
They haven't been playing for long,
Jesus
though, have they?
Christ.
What, they've been on for 2 hours?
Yeah,
23
started
frames?
about 10:30 with the break, didn't they, as well? So, yeah, it's good. It's good. Very, very good.
Yeah, that was 11 years ago, that. CCFC 147. I reckon I could even remember the date as well.
I know Mark White.
Yeah,
plays
Mark
in
White's great player.
He's a snooker player. Is it the same one?
Pool player, but yeah, he
Yeah,
dabbled
he
in
plays
snooker.
and I think he plays local comps near me.
Good snooker player. We played at Reds May the 3rd or May the 4th, 2013.
My days, how do you remember that?
If I was to bet, I'd say the 4th of May. I remember being warm anyway.
I'm a Star Wars fan.
No, I just stupid memory. Maybe I'm a bit mentally ill or something, I don't know.
It's not a problem. It's definitely not, is it?
Another sledgehammer incoming. Bang.
Very good. Yeah, I lost the cue ball a little bit, but the contact is just so clean.
Yeah.
And like you said, if he struggled with his break for years, he's obviously found something and, willing to sacrifice a bit of accuracy with it. If he's going to get a clean contact every time, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah,
it's been good.
Keeps giving himself chances after, and I think where he's breaking from it is the spot for this table.
But just slightly to the right as we look down on the table.
Yeah, I don't think bang centre is good. You just want to be like either left or right. Give yourself a bit more margin for error with the white, but.
It's weird, because if you look back at old pool videos, I'm talking 20 years ago, early 2000s, when they talk about the golden era, and especially when they played on the bigger table, which I think was 8x5, the common break was to break right over to the side, but front ball them. And
so
you never really...
you can get your cue parallel off the cushion.
Of the cushion, and the only player... obviously I watch more Ultimate than I do IPA, so if I'm wrong I apologise, but the only player I've seen adopt that tactic is Brennan, because it's a difficult break, because you're breaking right from the side and trying to screw up the middle of the table, but he's used it to, he's put it to good use, let's put it that way.
He mixes up, and sometimes he plays side break, sometimes he does that break we just said then.
You very rarely see we use that old school break.
Lee Reynolds, lock from the last match. What are you trying to say they were slow then? I thought it was played at a good speed. Play nice in the comments, boys. All here for a good time.
Yeah, I know it's late, but come on. Don't fall out of each other. Not in a chat on a pool stream.
Yeah. I'm actually very impressed by, not just obviously because he's playing right, but like to have quite a bit of time away and then.
It's definitely one of the best versions of Craig we've seen for quite a while.
He's
As he
obviously
found the gap here,
mature, isn't he? Like,
Well, let's just be honest about this. Becoming a dad changes you.
Big time, yeah, 100%.
I mean, the talent's been been there in abundance for a long time.
A touch.
I remember watching a video you playing him. I think it was about 2008.
Oh, the one on YouTube.
Yeah, the one on
2014.
YouTube. 14 was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still 10 years ago.
Yeah, feels like a lifetime ago.
I'm sure it was earlier than that.
I beat him 21-18, I think, Joe, didn't I? Mark White. Played for about $5,000 each or something, maybe. Finish.
Yeah, it's going to drop in. Good
nice.
Finish. Mark
Where
Lakin.
he landed awkward on that red then and landed. He played a good shot. Good finish.
One breaker serve ahead, and it is going to matter at the moment. Things keep going the same.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Both players just
that
battering each other.
That frame at 5-2, obviously, when he's done that, well, we'll not go on about that frame to go 5-3. I didn't think it'd have much relevance, really, but from then, Lakin's really kicked on.
Ali, but I mean, Kristi's done well stay with him because he's also made that mistake where he's had ball in hand and decided to play for the middle of the table. So a couple of errors from Kristi. One way of looking at it, the two big errors, and he's only one break of serve behind. So
still plenty of life left in this game, though.
Absolutely. I mean, you do feel, as even a neutral, it's going to slow up
like
a little bit towards the end.
But I don't see it.
Look at the split. No, maybe not. Maybe not, given these two. And Craig definitely won't slow up. Kristi, not seen as much of, apart from what we've all seen on TV, I suppose.
Yeah, no, Kristi, a long time. He just... I won't say he's overly, like, rapid around it, but he's deceivingly fast. Yeah, they've both... But I think Kristi's been a bit unlucky with a few of them. He's hit good.
He'd be happy with this one, though.
I'm glad he sacked the side break off because, like, he was doing nothing wrong with the break, just going dry. But yeah, I'm glad to see him get rid of that side break. I would actually like to see a break box brought in.
Would you?
Yeah, I would like.
What, even for English 8 ball?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's any advantage of breaking outside. Oh, you mean so they can't cut break?
Yeah, take the side break away. I would like to see.
I mean, you still could side break, but it makes it very, very difficult.
Well, you do well. Yeah, fair analysis. That.
Yeah, son. Yeah,
I see it like.
I mean, he keeps his head down a little bit more.
I'm with you.
Than
yeah,
Alex
he
ever
keeps
did.
Still a bit better, doesn't he?
I mean, one thing I will say, he's just a very aggressive around the table. He's aggressive looking. His mannerisms are aggressive.
Like a little bulldog, isn't he?
Yeah, he's intimidating.
He's funny, like.
Not to speak to, though.
No, he's a lovely kid. We all played juniors together, so I've known these pair for 20 years. Kristi was always what's the word I'm looking for? Regarded as like probably the best junior, not the best, but one definitely.
Is he same age as you then?
Definitely one of them. I think Lakin's. I'm 34. Lakin will be 34 in say January. Sabine will correct me on that one.
And how old's Kristi?
Kristi be my age, I think, or maybe like he's Craig's age. But I know we all grew up together. Remember the table was Joe was on a borrow money match for that Mark White, sorry. And I remember the cloth was look if I turned up now I would say I'm not playing. But no, he's 34 in January and Sabine Craig is what we're on about. But yeah,
just his age.
We turned up and the cloth was like non-existent. It's a bit like playing on slate. But I'm a prima donna these days with the cloths. No shame in admitting that. Yeah, not wrong, Hassan. It's been brilliant.
34 he is. I don't know why I've got it written down, but it's so dark in here I can't see anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think you're right. Samaj there.
If I'm saying that properly. Sorry, if not.
Yeah, spot on.
Right, pal. Oh, he's gone with the white. He's gone with the white. He's gone with the white. First bad and really accurate.
Yeah,
remember for a long one.
Only second big error of the match, really, for Craig.
Yeah, many bad ones.
But it's just what Kristi will be looking for, really.
No, that's me done, mate, now. Never again. Tried for a few years. Never again, pal. Done.
No regrets, though, I'm sure.
No,
because you did give it your all as well.
Loved it, yeah. Committed a lot of time to it. Just some things, just. Ooh.
That's tied the 8 up on it.
It's a bad one.
Yeah, I'd love to see that Lee, an elite. But we did mention it before, and a lot of pool politics comes into it.
It's easier said than done. We can stick we can stick it on and see like if
See what
we get
interest
the
you get.
interest. But do you know, when it comes to it, I think people will find a way of just not bothering, you know. So sometimes
And I don't even think a higher entry makes much difference.
not really, no, because you could have a grand amount and 16 of us.
Yeah, and a lot of the players that play at that level, they know that the games are, 50-50. They'll only think they'll have a very slight edge on their opponents.
Yeah, exactly.
Eight ball out, but no good. That's where the good news ends.
Judge Rinder.
I've forgotten about that, did you?
Yeah, I had until then.
I think we said about the chairs before. Craig's quite glad they are off camera.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, of course. Me and Big Dave hiding in the box, Kerry. Yeah, it'd be brilliant if we could get her in the club. But personally, I don't want to be a pessimist, but I just don't think it'll ever happen. There's too much red tape round it. But who knows? Can get the pig to try it, and then see what we get. See what he comes up with. 2011, I think we played, Joe, to me. Was it 11 or 10? 10 or 11, one of them. I think 11. February 2011.
Kristi will be absolutely gutted about this frame. He's not been back on level terms for quite a while in this match, and
Yeah, to play the first shot
Yeah,
he played is
just-
criminal, isn't it?
he all more than likely he's going to get another chance to level things up, you would think. But
Never know.
you just never know, because they both have played such an incredible standard that.
Oh,
What's he done here?
He's alright, he's alright.
Is he?
He's just blowing,
Yeah, he
just
is
puffing
alright.
his cheeks. Yeah, you can.
I think another roll and he wasn't.
I'm very excited to see it, to be honest, because Supreme don't really pump anything back into the game. At least now, ultimately, what they're doing, obviously, it's not for everyone, but for me, I think it's the best thing that's ever happened in pool. Not everyone will agree on that, but they're branching out. They're bringing young tables out. Obviously, I dare say the cloth will be another thing that's coming. I don't know, but they made their own rules.
I think the effect that they've had on the game of pool has been tremendous.
Unbelievable.
Just
I've never known it be so popular.
I know I'm going to get some abuse saying, well, you play on it, and I have worked for them. So, but the social media figures are
Frightening.
outstandingly good. I mean, it's just terrifying. I remember I went to Lanzarote, took my lad go-karting, and there was a load of kids there, sort of 12 to 15, sat down, and pool came up in conversation, and just, what, you commentate on Ultimate Pool? Do you know these players? Is this you on TikTok? And I'm like,
Brilliant.
yeah, that's me. And you just
Brilliant.
you go places and you just think, wow, you don't realise the
effect.
exposure that it has.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you're probably more well aware of it than me, because you're a player, you're on the stream all the time, but these kids were just fascinated by it. And
Brilliant.
yeah, I think it's the exposure,
gives
but
you-
it's a bigger picture than that. It's bigger than just a commentator or the players. It's just the exposure of the game is fantastic.
It's getting big, in it.
Yeah, because the amount of people that play it deserve this sort of exposure. It's good to see.
Yeah,
it's
for a
getting
long
it.
time.
And I think whatever rule set and whatever, whichever side of the wall you're on, it's just good for pool. It really is.
Listen, if pool players irrelevant, like you say, of either side, if pool's thriving, that means everybody's
Yeah,
thriving.
it's good for pool.
No publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah, it's something like the third or fourth most played game in the world.
Yeah,
It's
worldwide, yeah.
It's silly. I know.
No.
I can't wait to see it I'd love to see the game go in the similar format to darts.
Yeah,
that's what I'd like to see.
It's got potential, isn't it? No, I'm not really bothered for money matches, to be honest, anymore. Them days are gone.
Yeah.
We used to play them to make a few quid, but December 2000. See, I was wrong. Got it wrong. I remember it being freezing, Joe. Yeah, I think I read something about. Is there like Virgin issues or something in Stoke?
I don't know. Nick's rang me. Nick was commentating down there, and I assure you, whatever's happened down there, it's all his fault. But I've not managed to speak to him because we've missed each other a couple of times. He's still in the chat. Just inbox him. It'll be his fault.
Yeah. Obviously, if the Saudis got involved, then that'd be it. But I can't see what interest they'd have in our game. Obviously, at least with 9-ball and snooker and stuff, then they've got like a vested interest in it. But pool's obviously like a niche sport.
It is, but it is an international game. It'll take somebody like that to take a big chance on it.
Yeah. And obviously, money's no object to them, is it?
And I think I'd like to know if anybody does know the worldwide figures on how many players play English pool compared to darts.
Weekly.
Yeah, English pool compared to darts worldwide.
I think
the figures in the country, United Kingdom,
English wins.
I don't know. I just don't know. I think the problem is when you do go abroad. I mean, yeah, some countries are an exception: France, Iran, Morocco, Malta, but most countries don't have English pool tables.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Even when you go over to Australia, you seem to play our rule sets. The tables are slightly different. Well, they're very different, net backed and stuff like that.
Yeah, Janet's made a good point. What they're doing in the States is great. They've definitely tapped into something that the Yanks have missed. They really appreciate the pool over there. The Americans, that they do love it, and they're almost thankful that you're there, kind of thing. It's it's an eye opener as how pool can be.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Hassan. And I followed darts religiously. I'm definitely one of my most watched sports. But, so I knew about Littler, quite a bit before.
He's from around your end, isn't he?
He's from
your area somewhere. Like.
Yeah, he's not far away. He's Runcorn, I think. Is he Runcorn? Warrington, I think. Originally from Warrington. But I mean, Pool's got an absolute plethora of young, talented players. It just doesn't have the same exposure for some reason.
But he's just a freak, and he lit that. Obviously, he's like Ronnie when he come through. Plays to a level that's you're not meant to be able to play to that level so early.
No, you're looking at a man that is. It's hard to say he's going to challenge Phil Taylor's record, but here he's going to be heading for multiple world championships.
For definite, yeah.
It's phenomenal. I just wish I'd got him at what was he? 450 to 1 or whatever.
Oh, he was a ridiculous price,
just like everybody else does. But it was funny because me and a friend of mine, we have always been into darts for a very, very long time, and I remember my friend mentioning this kid, and this kid was only 10.
What, this little kid?
Yeah, and he went to an exhibition up Bolton somewhere, mate, and he'd messaged me. And we both remembered the conversation. This was only 7 years ago, you see. So I searched WhatsApp and found it.
And found Littler.
I found the conversation, and he'd mentioned him. He says, I need to get a bet on this guy. He's going to win the Worlds. And, by this time, he was already in the last 8 or something, and everyone kind of knew he was getting...
he was running deep.
But yeah, it's just one of them. Should have had the big kahunas to put the money in the pocket.
Frightening. It's mad how old he looks as well, mind.
Yeah, Jaden Billingham.
Yeah.
Incredible from what I've seen. Keep up with him. And also Cohen, who was mentioned earlier. This plenty. There really is. And there always has been. And I think when you go back a few years, the exposure and limelight that young people want so much wasn't there, and now it is. So it's a good thing. Good thing for the sport.
Yeah, it's definitely a different world to when, even when we were kids coming through.
Yeah, I mean... I certainly didn't start discovering pool until early 20s when I started watching you boys up on the IPA. You're going to have to stop doing that. It's rattling the mic.
Sorry, Lads.
Killing me inside.
Craig's running off again there.
It's awful one. Should call him another level, Bedford.
I think
Honestly.
Pool has took off more than you can ever imagine, really. If watching it from the beginning, like, obviously, even if you asked someone like, even Mick, use Mick for example, Pool now compared to when he would have started.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember, what am I talking, 2008, somewhere around there, 23, somewhere around there. And YouTube and stuff, there was very little. There was clips of Melin, the odd clip of Mick in Australia.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, people, it was mainly the Welsh, started putting bits on from local comps and started getting to that, and then discovered the IPA, and, Dan Rush, worth mentioning, one of the first people. What a guy he is.
Yeah, great guy, Dan.
Yeah, he sort of started streaming at the IPA. Fantastic bloke. Good commentator as well. He used to talk about golf too much. Well, there we are. And then the exposure just grew, and it wasn't. I suppose there was a few people on the chat that were like myself who just watched absolutely everything, and
yeah,
and just you become a bit obsessed. I certainly did.
Yeah, I get you.
And then you end up meeting them, and they're just nothing special. They're just normal blokes from Wales.
Correct. With big bellies.
Oh, no. Ish.
I don't think... Obviously, I'd love to see a world championship with everybody in.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd also like to see more juniors with more exposure. Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd like to see more exposure for the youngins, because I think if you're a fan of sport, there's nothing better than watching anybody do something at the peak of their powers. But there's something special about watching somebody so young do it. And I think we learned that with Luke Littler. Yeah, well, he's 17, so he's basically an adult. But even still, it's just special.
But all them junior PDCs, it's all covered in it, so
yeah,
they can always watch it. My nephew plays.
Modest,
he's not in the. He only started 7 months ago, but like I think he's had the Littler effect, and now he's obsessed with it. He just plays all the time. He's already banging 180s in all the time.
Oh, I mean, darts. You train. We both got a son similar age, and my son's quite talented at darts, but because I had success locally at pool, he just wants to play pool, even though all my trophies are in a cupboard at mum and dad's house. Don't show them off. There's nothing worth showing off.
Yeah.
But I still can't get him just to play something a little bit better. Yeah. Taking credit, Jaden. I'll let you have your moment. Yeah, great stick.
Next year, I think ultimately I've got big plans for the juniors. A lot more coverage on social media, which I think is where obviously that's where it's at these days, isn't it? Especially with the kids.
I mean, when I've been at events and I've had to do a little bit, not had to do, but been on the TikTok commentary. It's crazy. It's like a YouTube chat times by about 3,000.
It's a different.
It's just
audience.
You can't keep up. It's just crazy, because I mean, kids. No, I say kids. I mean anyone under sort of 25 to me, I suppose. But they don't take in information through normal mainstream outlets like TV. Everything is
and
through social media.
What was I going to say now? No, it's gone.
I'm pretty sure Charlie's still playing.
Yeah.
He's still only very young as well.
17 is he, I think, or something?
Certainly doesn't look it.
Young Deacon there, he's on the front. You can't see him on the camera, but he's there. He's improved a lot. These kids, they literally don't stop playing.
And if they've got a little bit about them as well, unlike what you had when you were younger, you didn't have YouTube and things to watch and pick up quicker. You just had natural talent, and then maybe one or two people you could learn off. Yeah,
Neil Blake taught me a lot as a kid. But then the one thing I did was, which is obviously what all these kids do now, they play in everything they can play in. But I sacked junior pool off at like quite a young age, probably 17, 18. I said, right, that's enough of that. I'm not interested in that. I want to play against adults. Yeah, against because you know from a certain age that you can work out how to maneuver with stuff. But yeah, but these kids are playing in flyers or wherever, and in like all the big tournaments and stuff, and look what's happening with the results they get.
Does your lad play?
Aye, he's no interest at all, really.
Not
bothered.
And I bet, just as away from pool as a dad, though, I bet you're really happy about that. Aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes it'd be nice. He gets bored, so I would like to take him to a few events and stuff, but like, I'd feel more.
maybe when he's a bit older.
Probably 13, 14, I'll say to him, do you want to come with me for the weekend or whatever, but as it stands now, obviously I don't think he's interested.
There's a big difference between 10 and 12.
All he says to me is, how much did you win?
What are you going to buy me?
And what you got me? And that's
happy meal.
That's the first two things he says. But he's working out how much I get now, so.
No good for Dave. Shit.
No. Oh, White nearly went again then. That would have been 3 in a row, wouldn't it? Oh, a bit smelly. Nah, he's not bothered, mate. He's. I'm not going to push on him. Let him do what he wants. He likes his music.
Yeah, I like your list, Big Kazza.
Yeah.
I'll a few more in as well.
Orange Dave, old Danny boy. He's had some run of it lately. He's from the dark side, but he's been doing well. He's up in 2 weeks to play in the 125 Open.
Daniel Davey.
Yeah, Stavros.
Nice to hear from you, Dan.
Yeah, there is an under 18s qualifier. Ricky don't miss many tricks when it comes to because there is an under 18s qualifier to get into the 125 Open. Yeah, Waddenham's pulled out. It's his little girl's birthday party, I think, on the 7th, which is a shame. But he's had to pull out. Lower events. Good luck with that one, pal.
Well, he was an amateur a couple of years ago, weren't you, Craig?
Yeah, he played 4 events, two semis or something, 2 wins.
Oh.
First to 6s. Can't wait. Keep him out the pros.
Tough opener.
Play the double in it.
Craig,
I think it's got to be the double and the red in it. Unless the plant goes. Tell you in a sec. Nice shot. Very nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you got a few.
Yeah, that's why you've got a birthday party to go to, Craig.
He's got a few of them, like. Do we have to mention that name in here?
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh.
I think Ronan and Gaz in the last
I've
couple
only
of
just
years.
started sleeping.
Brilliant.
No, obviously what he's done at 70-odd-year-old is like unbelievable, really. And fair play to him.
I don't know if anybody listening watched Declan and Ronan when they were on. I found the interview probably one of the funniest things I've ever watched.
Yeah, they're funny together, aren't
Oh, did you see the most recent one? I don't know how they both, and J-Mo who was interviewing, I don't know
Keep
how
their
he
face
gets his
straight.
face. J-Mo especially, I mean, I messaged him straight after and he was just like, yeah, I just felt a bit straight after. It was very, very good. I think Ronan's a great example for young people to learn from because he doesn't have the flash and razzmatazz as sort of like other players, Jordan, Mellon, come to mind straight away.
Waddenham.
But you can learn, and Waddingham, but you learn so much more from players like that instead of just being sort of
Flashbang.
yeah, sort of just sitting in awe of like, this player's so good. You learn a lot more players like that.
He's one of the best poker faces I've ever seen.
Yeah. I get asked quite a lot who to watch, and he always names sort of Ronan Farnsworth as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, now then. 8.6, but I've actually got a new cue coming, which I will have some replicas of.
Ching.
Yeah, Trev White's done me a cue, so I'm hoping I'll have that tomorrow. But yeah, that's going to be 8.75. Like to go bigger. The way the tables play these days, I don't think you need.
Have you Chinese one made as well?
Yeah, I got one in off LPQs, who sponsored me for this season. Can't can't believe that game's off. Oh, Craig thought he was in the other day. Someone agreed to play, and I told him he was dreaming. But yeah, I played Mellon, and then Whelan beat me 18-16 from 17-11 down. So I'd got him. Probably Mellon first round 16-11. Mick actually beat Whelan in the final. 25-23 or something like that. 22.
That was a while ago.
That was 2016.
Was that in the hotel that got
That's
burned
it.
down?
Oh,
Recently?
I'm not
It was
sure.
set on
I'm not
fire,
sure.
wasn't it, I think?
But I remember it was in.
Because I think James Hannay did the commentary.
Yeah, I'm
in
going
a-
to
in a
say
cupboard.
15. End of 15. Boyle was just starting to simmer through. Then he'd played a few money matches, but Mick treated him in the semis. He absolutely peppered him.
Yeah, Kat. Sean, he is on at 10:30 in the morning. Got bright and early to watch it.
Lakin won't believe his luck there.
Just got to close this out. I mean,
Then when they're easy.
than other players, but I think you've still got to be happy here to let your opponent have a go regardless.
Dangle the carrot and let him go.
You got to think: would you rather go for these at 16-14 up, or would you rather your opponent have a go at them?
Yeah, I'm with you.
At 16-14 down. You get me anyway.
Look on Ricky Jones' his wall, Tommy, and it's all on there, pal. All the details are on. There's literally 7 or 8 places left, and the first 7 or 8 who pay are in. Depending on what happens next couple of days with entries, tomorrow I feel like I'm going to probably football card one of them, or at least one, maybe 2. So that leaves 5 or 6 spots left. So I don't want people to miss out and then come crying when they're out. So
In short, it will fill. So
oh, it's definitely filling, no doubt about it. It's filling.
So key shot coming up. Oh, certain to make the plant. Doesn't want to double kiss the yellow and hasn't. This has worked out okay. Better than okay. Craig Lakin very shortly will be hoping he's on the hill. I mean, I know he's not the biggest of blokes, but he's worn a jumper and jeans throughout this.
Yeah.
And he's not broken a sweat.
No, he looked really good. Hoodie. Easy character. Ball hood. He's spit an image of Ted Hankey.
Is he really?
Honestly, he's brilliant. Ted Hankey.
I hope he's got a better personality than what we saw with Ted Hankey.
Yeah, good man, Yasser. That's down to. I think you may as well send 125, pal, because the rest of it is due any time really. So you may as well send it all together, pal, if you can, please. Thank you. Shot. Yeah, told you. He ain't the one you want chasing this finish. I think he's landed a little bit where he's. I think he's going to be able to grip it though, easy enough.
Oh, he's not won yet, obviously.
Oh my word, he's peppered it.
Wow. And
Oh,
he's
no
behind
good.
the red.
He's no good.
He's
You
behind
know,
the
because he
red.
was so scared of not getting into enough
Yeah.
and snooking himself, he's absolutely butchered it instead.
He's looking straight at me when he come down the table.
Oh no, because he can't believe what he's done.
That is just nothing but adrenaline. Overdone by what? 12 inches nearly.
12 foot.
Yeah, I don't think anybody did expect that.
To an endpoint, Kristi can't believe his luck.
That is just adrenaline, nothing but. Well, the swerve is out of the question because he's too
Yeah.
close to the cushion. I mean, he could really, really elevate the back of the cue.
But
I
you
mean,
may
he's
as well
got
go-
one cushion, hasn't he? One
You may as well
cushion's
go
on.
one cushion and blast.
Yeah.
And if you hit the way he's coming, if you hit this full, it's got potential off 2 rails. Catch it full, it could go up in the green bag.
I don't think he needs to elevate as much as he is doing, you know. I played with a bit of side.
Oh, good effort
Yeah, he
though.
got close. Try to play with a little bit of control. Like I said, these aren't a given. Yeah, he's got easy openers and a good breaker ball. But
Yeah, these are gone, aren't they?
yeah, they should be gone.
Just don't miss cue. Yeah, see, he really put his cue through it.
Yeah,
He was anxious.
The shot was to drop it in, but I
Yeah,
think
he
you're
was anxious.
absolutely right. He didn't want to miscue, so chose to trust down to luck a little bit, unfortunately.
And he's landed a bit smelly.
Yeah, because his only obvious ball he doesn't want to take, because that was his obvious breaker ball to get these two reds out on the left-hand side. So, decision time. Do you want to let Craig back
Does he
to
have
the
to
table?
play safe?
Yeah. Easy enough safety, but do you want to let him back to the table?
Or do you play long? Play the red that's on the black spot?
Well,
Rather you than me, like. But
yeah. Yeah, definitely not.
if you can see the red on the middle, I think you have to just swallow it. If you are going to attack.
It's risky.
Yeah, it is
I mean,
risky. Like, I don't like the shot either, mate.
I think this is the right shot. Ooh, that was tentative, and I think he's left this.
Yeah, he's left it.
That was he was
Up,
he was twitchy. He was up
well
off,
before he even hit
yeah,
it.
he was up off the shot. It's just touchy.
The way he hits the ball, Craig, this is only going in one part of the pocket. That's the middle of it. I might have cursed him here, but this is straight in, mate. This.
He'll be feeling this.
Could go in off up the top, though.
Excellent. Really, really good. I think that thud that you might have heard was from Kristi. Oh, just a bit of release for him. That really is a big, massive point.
See,
in this
that's
match.
like, you know, when obviously I know he should have got the snooker, but it wasn't a dead set snooker where you can't fail. For
No,
me, I'd rather go for the pot there.
It was touchy. That's what it was.
You know-
I think it was the right shot, personally, the snooker, but, you know, you're always going to pick the attack.
Because I can't stand but playing that shot, then messing that shot up and losing the frame from it. I'd rather lose the frame from missing the ball. But probably feels like you've been hit by a train a little bit with how well Lakin's played over the distance. He's played very, very well.
Worth noting as well that Craig was the outsider for this game. That will just be a re-rack. He's just asking. That's how long it's been. Yeah, he was. I think Craig was 11 to 10, and Kristi 4 to 7, 7 to 4 on. So, but it was definitely the game that I had down as a big question mark.
With the book.
But it's not done. It's not done yet. It's not done
No.
yet. But the pattern of the match, you feel like Craig's he's gonna get 2 chances.
Yeah, maybe even 3. Depends how obviously if he does get another chance here, Kristi, how he reacts after the last frame.
And the way he's been breaking, it's just.
Yeah, broke like God, to be fair to him. White's
And
gone
again,
up.
cue ball has found its way in at second attempt.
Well, it was trying, wasn't it?
Proper curse.
Yeah, one of them he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Craig has been the better player, but I think it's been very, very close.
There has been
I think we've spoken about Craig more than Kristi, and that can affect what people think. If you actually look at the game, mistakes-wise, I've only got sort of...
not many.
Sort of like 4-3 in favour of Craig.
Been a pleasure to commentate on now.
It's been really, really good. And it'll only get better.
Yeah.
It really will only get better.
Yeah. Be good if everyone played this way, though. The tournament would be done by tomorrow.
It's not going to go away. And
Definitely not.
he'll already be thinking about
Break next.
Yeah, the break in
He's
the
thinking
next.
this is 17-16.
Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly how you need to be thinking. Because when Craig does break off, if he gets a break and finish in the next one, Kristi, then he will be feeling it.
Definitely. He hasn't played a match for a good while, so...
I actually think that the game, I think the match deserves to go all the way.
Yeah.
I really do. And we want to see it. Let's be honest, we've been here for 7 hours. We might as well spend another
this
20
has
minutes.
been a tough gig, this one. Not this match in general, but commentating, I don't know. I won't be putting my hand up again.
We've only got 2 more days.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Just more than happy to see the club doing well.
Now you're doing your bit for your own club. That's the way you got to look at it.
More so just to get rid of low level stuff. Oh, screwing right through him, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that much screw just took the power through the pack.
But they're rolling again. Yellows are very, very easy here. Obviously nothing's easy at this part of the game, but like, you can't ask for much better, really.
Are you after this one, are you clearing the 2 round the 8?
Oh, I didn't want to be straight.
Yeah, he really didn't.
I think there's if the yellow below the 8 goes, he's all right. But yeah, anything bar
it's
straight
the
there.
one above the 8. If whether it, I mean, it goes up into the top left, but it doesn't go in the left centre. I don't think.
Yeah, it looks a bit quiet now, Janet. There's probably about still 25, 30 in the club maybe, but all night, yeah, there's been good crowds. There's been a lot of interest. Singular limb this tournament, Paul. No, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Oh, and he's got the 8. Oh, he's give that table a good old whack.
He's gonna get a warning, I think, for that. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's worse. I suppose if he's been, it's worse watching. It definitely is worse watching than playing. I've done both at a much lower level, and it's horrendous watching.
Kelly says she doesn't like watching.
Is she not?
No. Her favourite is if I start losing, she'll just turn it off. And I'll text her, say, "Oh, that was a good win, wasn't it?"
Doesn't
She's
know
like, what are you on about?
You're quite well known for comebacks in a short period of time.
Nearly had a beauty last week and I messed up. I don't talk about it. I think these are gone, aren't they? Yeah, don't see how Craig goes wrong here, pal.
Well, he's certainly getting to the last red, and as long as he's got some sort of angle, you can't see him going wrong. No. This one,
Chat. To be honest, Kerry,
either
I haven't got a clue, pal. I don't take a great deal of notice, really. Obviously, good luck to all the kids playing, but I got more. There's enough problems inside my head instead of.
He's going to power through this, just punch it in.
Yeah,
Excellent.
he's up, pal.
Well, I have to say, the match of the weekend so far, I hope we get these sort of matches and more of them. Kristi Caulfield played his part, but Craig Lakin, what a performance. He's your winner, 18-15. Me and this young man next to me, Jordan, will no doubt be back tomorrow. We'll catch you then.
At some point, thank you very much. Good night, everyone. Well done, Craig. Lucky Kristi.
Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cues, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cues with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for 5% back of your order as points towards future orders.
For those that have still stayed with us, we are going to get Craig.
Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cues, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cues with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for 5% back of your order as points.
Craig Lakin, thanks for joining me. 5 minutes. It's very late, but you must be happy with that after so long out of the game.
Yeah, well, I've had like a year out, and then I've really put the work in for this event. I've been practicing. I've never played as much in my life, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I've been playing like 2 or 3 times a week. Bless me, missus. I just see a comment I can't watch. Yeah, and I've been practicing loads, and yeah, I've been really trying for this event. I've seen the event, and I think I've seen it before. I think they're great events. So I thought, do you know what? If I'm going to come back for something, why not come back for probably the biggest event on the calendar?
Well, I gotta be honest, I've watched an awful lot of you, and you're regarded as a fizzer. Yeah, or fizz, but out there that wasn't a fizz. That was just a constant stream of decent pool played at your pace and the standard that you like to play in an attacking manner as well.
Yeah, I think I was just relentless, to be honest. I think I made 2 mistakes in the whole match.
I had you down as 3, but I was being ultra critical. Yeah,
well, you always are.
Yeah,
That's your job.
I'm like, yeah, 3, but two big mistakes, and that's over that sort of many frames. What did we finish? 18, 16.
Playing 30, 40 frames.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I'm only human.
Cut
me a bit of slack.
You've got to be happy, and also, you know, your sort of attitude around the table, your demeanour didn't change all the way through. It was just focus. Yeah. I've seen you go up and down before.
Yeah, I think I'm a lot better mentally now than what I was a few years ago.
Changes away from the table, that is.
Yeah, it's life changes, and it's good. I've come and I've been composed for 3 hours, or I don't know how long the match was. We waited around for hours. Normally that'd affect me, but I just stayed focused. I went and practiced at snooker, and just kept my head on the game.
2 hours 30, 2 hours 40. Some got in for 34, 33 games of pool.
How long was it?
2 hours 40, somewhere around there. 2 hours 35.
Well, I'll beat that tomorrow.
Yeah, I promise. I hope you do.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it short and sweet, but thank you very much, Craig.
Thank you very much.
I mean, that was a joy to watch, and I'm sure everybody that is still listening appreciates it as well. It's good to see you back at your absolute best, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Dave.